American nightmare. What's wrong with me? I know nightmare now. Sure. Damn, how did this escape my head? Nightmare. No, don't worry. It's the easiest. Why am I even right?
You see, it was just a trick question. No one, the American nightmare. Now the Nigerian nightmare.
Nigerian nightmare. How you say American?
Welcome to the Casual Experience.
Hello, casuals. You're welcome to the Casual Experience Show, an MMA podcast for MMA enthusiasts, where we give you daily MMA updates and news. And on this episode, we'll be talking about the UFC 316 that just wrapped up. And I'm with my friend, a professional fighter, Venatius Vuga Inagalo. Havana.
Hello, casuals and MMA fans. Welcome all. It's my pleasure to be here for the second time, I think.
Yes.
UFC 316 was very, very interesting. I think some of our predictions played out well,
Yes.
except few.
Yeah.
So
You got almost all the fights on the card, right?
except
Patchy Mix. It was only Patchy Mix that you got wrong. You picked Patchy Mix.
I didn't pick Pashimis. The one I got wrong, I think, is Vicent Like and
Kevin Holland.
I gave them 50-50, but I was leaning on Like.
But we were holding on to you with you after the preview. We made sure you stay with us. You watched. You were our watch party where you saw casuals and fighters and the fight lovers around. What was your general perception of how the event was?
It's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to experience more. So I appreciate what you people are doing. It's very fantastic.
Have you seen something like that before?
No, even the podcast like this I've not seen in Nigeria before. So it's just like one of a kind.
Yeah, you just have different MMA fight lovers with their opinions and all, and so just, and then you were answering most of our questions and you defended your belt more than 3 times.
There is this different from just being a fighter and a fight lover. I think I'm a fight lover. I know sometimes if I do stop with some people to discuss MMA, at a point they cut short, like maybe they won't flow with the, should I say, intensity. But because me, apart from fighting, the knowledge about MMA, I do follow up every promotion, UFC, Cage Warriors, Bellator, PFL, Brave, One Championship, UAE Warriors,
KSW.
list them.
That's deep.
So,
And that shows, in fact, it was, if a neutral person had come into the room, they won't have been able to pick you out as a professional fighter among us, because you just vibed with everyone.
Nothing makes me different from everyone.
No, I mean, there's you have your own aura, right?
Yeah,
but like that if you had the perception, I mean, coming into the room, you didn't take yourself out of, you're not out of place, is what I mean.
I understand your point, but we are all the same. It's just everybody is special in his or her own way. Everybody has their careers and what they do that others can't do.
Yeah.
So there's nothing really special being a fighter and mixed people that are not fighting.
Yeah.
They're all still.
And aside us talking about fights, we do our networking. Everybody you see there has their own business or career.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's such a beautiful space to be
You
in.
know, apart from fighting, I still got things I do outside fighting.
Yeah.
So I respect and understand everybody's path to life. So
Yes. So let's get into the card. And the one question that seems to be in the air now is Merab the bantamweight GOAT?
definitely his name is there. I don't know if they should actually have just but only one GOAT in bantamweight. I think Dominic Cruz is bantamweight.
Yeah.
Dimitri Johnson is he bantamweight?
Flyweight.
Flyweight, okay.
Yeah.
So
Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo bantamweight.
Yeah.
But not a champion in bantamweight.
He was.
He wasn't. He was
Bantamweight.
He was in yes,
Jose Aldo.
yes, he was
but
in,
Merab beat him.
Yeah, he moved down to bantamweight.
When he
moved down to bantamweight.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's among goods in bantamweight. So I will say Dominic Cruz, Merab, and what's the name of them?
Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, so 3 of them. But I think with the caliber of people that Merab beat,
Yeah,
I think,
and the way he beat them.
and the way he beat them, Aljo was doing tremendous things too, if you can remember.
Yes, before he went up
So
too.
he got caught by seano'malley. So every day is your day till.
But looking at the fight and the way we were talking about it, having the preview, did it pan out exactly the way you thought it would? Did you even think there was going to be a submission? That's his first submission in his
Career?
fighting career. He's had a knockout, a TKO, and that's his first submission. And he finished the fight at exactly just normal if it was a 3-round fight, 14 minutes 42 seconds.
Was that in 3rd round?
It was in the 3rd round.
Yeah, it's true.
Close to the end of the 3rd round.
The fight was perfect for Merab,
Yeah.
I should say. I'm impressed with O'Malley's takedown defense. I was impressed. I think he did show some improvement.
Yeah.
But the cardio machine was too much for
Is
him.
it enough?
You know? And if you at a point, I think he was matching O'Malley when it comes to striking. But I think the reason for that was O'Malley's consciousness of takedown.
Yeah.
Won't allow him to strike the way he will want to, because you can't throw every kick out there when you know that someone is there to grab your leg.
Yeah.
And always watchful. So
obviously he surpassed the first fight. Is it that Merab got better or Sean O'Malley just didn't improve on the first fight?
I cannot say because they did beat seano'malley, he didn't improve.
He submitted him this time.
Yes, he submitted him this time. He came short doesn't mean that he didn't improve.
Yeah.
Merab is better than him at this particular time. His improvements have not matched to get better of Merab.
Yeah.
So that's just it. Doesn't mean that he didn't improve. Maybe when you see him with someone else, you will notice his improvement, because I think these last days he's been very dedicated with his training,
Yeah.
his approach and everything. Then coming to Merab, I think Dana White was suggesting about Omar rematch with Merab.
Yeah, well, everyone knows that Sandman is the next now.
Sandman is the next, but then when the CEO is making such suggestions, don't you think that?
But Umar isn't healed from his broken hand.
Okay, and Merab wants to fight soon, so maybe
Yeah,
Sandman will.
Yeah, don't you reckon Merab will fight one more time before the end of the year runs
He
out?
said he wants to fight 2 more times after this.
Before the year runs out.
Yes, he said he wants to fight 2 more times.
Right, so
He said he
you
wants to fight 4
are
times.
you,
But
are
I
you,
don't think it will be granted. I
are
don't
you
know.
overlooking Corey?
That's a discussion I was having with someone this morning. I told them Merab is a machine, but just know that, watching Corey with Figueroa.
Yeah.
Some people thought that Figo popped his nail out of mistake.
No, he didn't.
Definitely.
Maybe it was Jose and I that was arguing that too.
He didn't.
The
Definitely.
figure 4.
Yes, you have to sit with him. If you didn't sit with him, you will pop your nail.
Yeah.
And from what he said, he have been practicing that.
Yeah.
So I think his jiu-jitsu is game. And he can grapple to Sandman, but not that you can match that with Merab.
Merab's best friend submitted him in less than a round though.
People get better.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, well, he's gotten better though. Sandman's
Yeah,
gotten
people
better.
get better.
But
So-
the obvious truth of it is in that battle weight, we all know at the back of our head that Umar is his real challenge. Merab's real challenge.
Yeah, Omar is his real challenge. Yeah, definitely. Because of the extensive grappling.
Yeah, all he needs to just twerk is his space. I don't know. He has to figure out how to deal with his cardio.
Yes. I think those Dagestan's, they do lack cardio sometimes, because if you watch the guy at is it PFL, the
Usman.
Khabib cousin,
Usman.
yes, when he fought with what's this guy from Ireland?
Hughes.
Yeah,
Who's
yes.
that?
Fear, yeah.
He did run out of gas too,
Yeah.
I think. So I think when they work on their cardio, they will do much better. So with Umar, for me, if I'm to pick Umar and Merab, I will still pick Merab. Because if the cardio and the pace is the same from round 1, I don't see much Umar can do.
Yeah.
I don't see Umar knocking Merab out, and I don't see him ragdolling him with wrestling. So
And without us knowing, age is going off Merab's side.
Merab
Right?
is 33. He's not old. He's not.
He's going to 35. He's 34. He's going to be
No,
35.
he's 33 or going to 34. I'm not. I don't know
Yeah.
actually. But remember, Alex Pereira is 37 to 38.
That one, you know, power. You obviously you know now. Power is the last thing that goes off, and that one it tremendously depends on his power more than technique.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
And for Komen, we have a new bantamweight woman older.
That was what I told you earlier the last time.
But did you think he was just going to finish her like that in the second round?
I know she's going to ragdoll. I told you
That's the word,
she's a Olympic gold medalist, judo 2 times.
Yeah.
I took you back to watching clips when she grappled Alex Pereira. You
Yeah.
see how she was throwing Alex Pereira around.
Yeah.
So I know.
But when she held Penya's hand, all of us were sitting and we were not expecting a tap because we were thinking that Penya was safe against the cage.
It's the camera that did the bad job.
It was a kimura, right?
Yeah, it's a kimura.
Wow.
It was a kimura. But from our view, we couldn't see it till after the fight. They now.
Was that more of technique than strength? I felt she overpowered her.
Kimura is technique. Even when
No, I mean to be able to get it close to to the cage there.
Okay, definitely. Some people say she looks like a man or something like that. She's looking masculine somehow. I think I heard someone saying she cried. People were telling her she looks like a man. She cried during a conference or something like that. That her parents used to tell her she's beautiful. I didn't get to watch that part of it, but I think she's very strong.
Yeah, and it seems now the only obstacle now she has is herself, which is her being able to make the weight consistently for her title reign.
Yes.
And next fight is Amanda.
Yes. You see how did you watch how when Nunes she invited Nunes inside?
Yes.
From their conversation, you see that they are very good friends.
Yes.
So it's going to be a friendly fight, but fighting for the belt and legacy against champion. Yeah, so because Nunes will not like Kayla to just come in and beat her.
Yeah.
In UFC, being the female.
But she's been off for over a year, going to 2 years now.
Sometimes being off doesn't really count. It counts at some point, though. But when someone is off and this is what she does every day, is her lifestyle, I don't think you count her off unless she's off and she's not training. And even some people, when they go off and they're not training, 2 months, 3 months, they're locked in.
For the kind of brutal weight cut that we all see Kayla cutting, do you reckon her fighting again? That fight should be next year?
I heard in wrestling that she used to fight at 180.
185, yes.
185.
Yes.
So she do cut 40 pounds.
To make 135.
Okay, no, was that 135 or 145 fight?
That's a bantamweight. That's 135.
135.
Yes.
So she cut she cut 50 pounds, right?
Yes.
Wow. Definitely, we will have to be seeing her missing weight soon. She will miss weight definitely because sometimes you will not be able to.
For a title fight.
If she miss weight, they will strip her. But definitely, with the weight difference, I'm not wishing her to miss weight, but it's going to be very difficult. And just imagine Alex Pereira. If Alex Pereira could have continued at middleweight, I think he would definitely miss weight sometime.
Yes.
Khabib was a bully at 155.
Yeah.
He missed weight.
Islam is a big 155 too.
He never missed weight. I don't know how he make. Islam is very big for 155. Yeah. He should be in natural 170 or even 185.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cutting weight, those guys are a kind of beasts.
The professionals in it. And overall, in the main card, we had 3 different submissions. Holland and Luki.
Holland, Kyla,
yes,
and Merab. Merab was the least expected.
Yes, but have you seen that kind of finish before? They called it the north-south choke. They are across each other, and
I think he was trying to defend the dark arc, and then he moved into For me, I think that was somehow
Improvised, improvised.
Ezekiel or even Merab himself during the conference say he didn't know the name of the shook.
Yeah, he didn't even know
I
the word
think,
it carried
I
out.
watched it. He said he didn't know the name of the shook, that he used to do it at the gym. That's what he knows. Yeah,
It
so-
was. I was feeling like, what has he? What did he
I
have
think
on him?
Sugar was trying to get off the dark act, so
Yes.
he turned it into something else. I think he was pressing his neck,
His body against his neck.
against his neck,
Yes.
and his blade was on Sugar's neck, like
Yes.
the blade of his hand here.
Okay, on his
He
neck.
was pressing it, so
Oh wow. And the UFC just keeps churning out good fights for us. Next week we have our own
our
Usman
very
and
own
Buckley.
Usman and Buckley.
Yeah.
That would
And
be a very interesting fight. I know my heart will go with Usman, but if you tell me to put my money, how explosive Buckley is, and coming again, I don't know how hungry Usman is anymore. He achieved it all, so.
But the experience of it, I get what you mean too, because when I see, I've always said it, it's good that we gain knowledge from fighters when they start having their own programs, start having their own podcasts. But I feel fighters generally, for their dedication and professionalism, they have so much on their hands. Then when I see fighters, I mean active fighters, running a constant, viable podcast. I mean, him and Seudu, it's like we see their
Pound for
episode-
pound.
Yeah, pound for pound. And I'm like, when does Usman have this time to train to and then at the other side too, I don't know. I'm sure he has the management of AKO. It's not like he will not be putting his head to ground to know what's going on too. Yeah, the AKO event is a day before his fight. AKO is on the 13th. He's fighting on the 14th. So generally, how do you don't think experience will come out tops on that fight?
Experience can come. Anybody stepping inside the cage has a chance to win.
Yeah.
Definitely. Somehow it's a 50-50 fight for me, if I'm to say, in the sense that with the experience of Usman and the adversity he's been through, he can control and get the win. Then how hungry Buckley is very hungry. He trains like a beast. The guy he just needs the title. He wants to be a world champion. You know,
Yeah.
fighting in the UFC and not being a champion, they have the leagues of champions. Like when you fight someone, they say he fought a former world champion.
Yeah.
So it's
There's
kind of
a prestige
title
to
and
it.
a prestige to
The
it.
name.
So everybody wants to be a champion, and he's very hungry.
Yeah.
So I can't say how hungry Usman is. He's defended a lot of times. He's been champion, and he have made the money too. So
But regardless, who will be supporting our own? Yeah.
I will be supporting her.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll be supporting Usman.
There are a lot of other fights on the card. Togruz is fighting. Shabazian is fighting. Cody Garbrandt is fighting. No Love is fighting.
Cody hasn't fight for a
very long time, yeah.
I think he have a new look now.
Yeah. Moreover, someone else has taken his name. Cody No Love. Now it's Patchy Mix that has taken over his name. The No Love name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Coming to Pashimis, I reminded you something else about the statements he made about Batista going to choke out Batista, his coach, and his whole crew.
Yeah.
So you see, what I tell you
was
about
just all
people
mouth.
just picking up without putting in action.
Yes.
He was standing very stiff in the octagon. He
Yes.
couldn't even do anything.
It's like they don't understand. I mean, new fighters that they bring from new promotions don't always understand the bright light and the level at which that the UFC is.
operates.
Yes. And then you have
UFC operates at a very high level.
Yes.
Being a fighter in UFC roster, you need to you cannot be good and be there.
yes,
Understand?
and it's
So
just on that level.
When you kill people in other promotions and maybe it gets to your head, you're coming to UFC and you feel it will be just that way. There are elite fighters in UFC.
Yeah,
So that's just it.
and
So now he will just have to be humble and try to make his way up. Now he know that I actually don't have much at it now. He need to go back and work
To
on
the
a
drawing
lot of
board.
things.
Yeah.
Work on his striking. And all
but
that.
he's saying like he took this fight on a short notice.
They didn't force you.
Paul Craig, the rescheduled match to is Paul Craig and Rodolfo Bellator, the cancelled fight that happened 2 weeks ago. But I want us to talk more about the AKO event that is happening this weekend on the 13th. Yeah, one of your guys is fighting. One of your boys is fighting. Fabian Texas, you call him.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed is fighting Ibrahim, and the guys they're fighting in middleweight. Isn't that your weight class?
No, I fight at light heavyweight.
Okay, that's light heavyweight.
Yes.
And what do you reckon about this? Talk about him.
Fabian Texas.
Yeah.
I don't have much to talk other than to let the world see first, then we can discuss more after that. But actually, I think he's 2-0 now.
Yeah.
He had 2 fights in a night and he came up first round finish, 1 submission, 1 knockout. So,
Yeah.
Definitely we've been preparing and getting ready for next week. So I think he have a lot to show. He's very technical, aggressive fighter, very strong. Sometimes I'm surprised at what he can do at his age.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wish that I actually start at that age.
How old is he?
He turned 18 January.
Wow. When I look at him, he looks
Solid. Very solid.
Yeah. And I'm sure you even be watching out for the fights because about 3 bouts and your weight class is there. Osono is fighting Abdurrahim, the light heavyweight fight.
Ngannou and Damirari.
Muzano and Mano too is fighting. Yeah, in light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight fight.
Those are the 2 that's been out now. Yeah.
Okay. I can Damirari. I've seen Damirari. I've trained with him. I've sparred with him. I actually have seen Ngannou fight, but I actually don't know him. So I will go with Damirari. Though I know it's not going to be an easy fight, but I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
Then Mano and Muzan. Muzan is our own from Port Harcourt too. That's where my gym is coming from. So definitely I have to support our own. In as much as I know and believe that he will be a future opponent. But I have to support our own, and I hope he gets the win.
And we will be there also.
But he should not underrate Mano.
Yeah.
I think Mano is durable. The last time I had some discussion with him, I think he was planning to retire, but he said he wants to get a win for his mom that battled cancer but didn't make it. So I think he's fighting for a purpose. So he should not be underrated too.
Well, we'll be there. We'll be there live
Definitely.
Watching the fights and talking about it. But one thing I would want the AKO to do is to put themselves out there. There's no cumulative. There's no place where you can see. I mean, they're fighting next week, this 13th, where you can see. And this is not
like ads on telly.
Yes, you can't even see a cumulative fight fixture.
Exactly.
You go to ShareDog, you go to Topology. They have a list of all the fights happening. PFL is fighting on Friday. UAE Warriors is fighting. LFA is fighting. I mean, there are a lot of fights. KSW is fighting. Octagon is fighting. And you can see the fixtures of the fighters. But for AKO, they just churn out the... And it's not a beat down to the AKO management. It's just... It's what we observe. And it also helps the athletes where one can actually go there and see their fixtures. Like Stepology, when you go on it, you see the fixtures of a promotion. You can actually click on the fighter's profile, know more about the fighter.
Their previous bouts.
Yes, like most. I wanted us to talk extensively about this, but now picking out the fighter's name one by one to go check online. Some of them you don't even see. You just see disjointed words or reviews about them, which doesn't help.
Actually, bigs up to AKO in some things, minus the promotion you're talking about. I think when it comes to production, their production is top notch.
Yeah.
Understand? Their production is very top notch. Then their promotion, actually, I've complained sometimes, though we need to make the complaint to the appropriate quarters, unless they have their reasons for playing by that.
Yes.
Understand? Because sometimes I know they do announce some fights like maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks before time, 1 month
They
before
churn it
time.
out one by one.
Yes, they shun it out small. But I feel when fight card is really well arranged, like more than a month before time, fighters need to know, then drop the card. Viewers, spectators will be anticipating. Okay, so date, like you've been anticipating Usman Buckley for over a month plus.
Exactly.
And also those other one. But sometimes it just come in short 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and maybe with that they will not have enough time for promotion. I think I'm suggesting they need to add some maybe TV ads and maybe I don't know if they run ads on social media. I'm not sure.
Their Twitter is more active, I believe, than any of their social handles.
Instagram.
Yes.
Their
Their Instagram is active, but
yeah.
whoever handles their Twitter does tremendously well.
I've not checked them on Space before.
Yeah. So we
On X, sorry, I think Twitter X.
we are here to support our own promotions, and if we can't see them out there, aside from us being there physically to cover the events, I mean, part of our own duties here is to promote them, and then we just need more outside
Get
interface.
more eyes
Yes,
to AKO.
yes. No, well, Vuga, it's been such an honor and pleasure you being in our studio talking to us.
Pleasure is mine.
But before you go, I want to play last game just for the casuals. I want to play a game with you. So it's going to be. I'm sure with your knowledge of this, you're going to. In fact, I'm so sure that you're going to get 100 over 100. But it's fine.
Even with my knowledge, if you want to give me 50 over 100, it depends on question.
I was trying. Yes, now I was trying to look for difficult questions, but well, just let me just ask you a couple of questions. So now I'm just going to be churning out nickname. As I'm churning out the nicknames, I want you telling me the fighter's name. Just as I'm calling out the names, they telling me what their name is, who the fighter is.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rowdy.
Is it Rowdy like R-O-L?
Rowdy. Which fighter is known by Rowdy?
What's this female? I think what's Ronda Rousey? I'll be waiting.
Ronda Rousey. The Notorious.
Ha. My mentor, Conor McGregor.
Spider.
Anderson.
GSP.
St. Pierre.
Bones.
Ha. Johnny Meat.
Johnny Meat now, right? Blessed.
Mass Hallway.
Okay. The Korean Zombie.
Korean Zombie.
You know, Korean Zombie get name. Korean Zombie get name.
I didn't know you guys made
Chanson Jong.
I cannot even pronounce that.
The Black Beast.
Black Beast. This is where you get me. Black Beast. Beast. Oh, sorry. Derek Lewis.
Correct. The Diamond.
Poirier.
And
Dustin.
And the American Nightmare.
American Nightmare. What's wrong with me? I know Nightmare now. Sure. Damn, how did this escape my head? Nightmare. No, don't worry. Wait. Is the easiest. Why am I even?
You see, it was just a trick to question. Now. No, the American Nightmare. Now the Nigerian Nightmare.
Why you say American Nightmare?
I wanted to see. I wanted you to.
That's why you said American Nightmare.
It was a trick question. I wanted you to know. I said, where you take American Nightmare?
That's why it was
confusing in your head.
Me. I said, I know this name now. Why is he giving me
the Nigerian Nightmare?
Nigerian Nightmare. Kamaru Usman.
And finally, the last style bender.
Adesanya Israel.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And when you watch, kindly subscribe. Vuga, do you have the last word for your fans?
Casuals, MMA fans, fight lovers, you keep tuning in every time. I think they have good content and quality content here to deliver to you people every time. And I will try to be here one more time. Not one more time, as much time as I
Several
can. Because
times.
it's something anything I enjoy, I try to frequent it. So I
Yeah.
think we are family now. Not
Yeah,
just,
we are. You met with Carol and Precious.
Yes,
They've been here. Carol's been here before.
Yes,
Is
at watch party, right?
no, even he finished
I
from
mean,
AKO7.
I met them at
The watch party. Yes, you know
yes.
they are athletes too. They just finished this Nigerian the sporting event they had in Ogun State.
Okay.
Yes.
The amateur.
Yes. Yeah. So
I think I knew the guy, but the lady, I think she have to explain to me when she fought in AKO, and I think AKO3, and she's not fought since then.
Yes.
So that's why her face wasn't familiar.
yeah. So we try and build a family vibe, both with athletes and casuals alike. And that's what we
It's
are.
beautiful. I like what you people are doing. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
It's even pushing me to do more things in combat, because I think combat, MMA in particular, in the next 5 years, be very big in Africa.
Yes.
And very much bigger than it is globally.
It's going to explode. And we are here for the ride. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And on this episode, it's a wrap, yo.
Welcome to the Casual Experience.